get it, boys!
Okay, all right. We're getting a little crazy here. We're just after a show. Fins up, everybody. It's Hakey with the Margaritaville Podcast, Gypsies in the Palace edition, on the tour bus after a show. This is a first for us. I'm sitting here with Hallie. What's up, buddy?
Hey,
Wow, was that an accent we're working on?
Toronto, Canada.
He caught that's Canadian. Right. Hallie's still in. Your mind's still in Canada when we were in Toronto, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we started in Toronto. We're in New York now after the Jones Beach show here. Charleston's here with us. Charleston, how you doing?
Doing great.
Cool. Lars, you good?
Oh, what was that?
Did you just open a can of LandShark into your microphone?
Not just any can of LandShark.
What can?
I got a Canadian LandShark.
Ooh, the Canadian.
Nice.
Oh, the one brewed in Canada?
Hey, Lars,
Yep. Those are
I'm
good.
going to be the dumb one and ask, can you explain what's the difference?
There's definitely a different taste to it.
It's a different recipe because they have different brewing laws. So it's somewhat different, which is, I think, kind of cool because the same thing goes in Belize. They're brewing LandShark in Belize now.
Wow.
If I lived on the border, I might go across the border and pick up some.
Is it that good?
Yeah,
Wow.
I think it's really good. You want to try one?
Yeah, I tried one.
I think it's like a cross between a
Yeah, it
lager
is good.
and a Pilsner.
Man, it's great.
The Canadian one. It's like a little crisper. I don't know. What can you say?
I would say it's really crisp.
All right. Well,
Anyway.
hey, so we're on the bus after the show. Jones Beach just got done about, an hour ago? Okay, we're showered up, we're on the bus, and we haven't done this before, so I don't even know where to begin, you guys. Like, we still got to do a recap of Wrigley, but I don't think we're going to get to that tonight. Maybe we can do that tomorrow on a day off in Philly, because we hit the ground running in Toronto, did a Toronto show. We went over to New York City. We had 3 days off there, which, by the way, that's a lot of days off in the city, let alone when you need to be out there doing some shows, I think. Don't you guys?
Oh, yeah, God almighty.
3
days.
It gets long at the hotel.
Yeah, well, you hang a left and you're in Times Square. That's just a little much.
And if they gave us more per diem, man, I wouldn't complain. But like you
You
said,
bring up a very good point,
Every time
Charleston.
you take that left, you end up on 42nd.
You're just stuck on that the concrete, and you're like, God
jungle,
dang.
Man.
People after people after people.
Yeah.
Money after money, spend. We go to breakfast, me and Allie, it's $60.
What? What are you guys
sir.
eating?
Food.
What?
A lot of food.
I'm not gonna. If
What
they
is
don't
it-
play,
what is
if
the
they
diet?
don't pay
What
for a
is-
sponsorship, I'm not gonna give them any airtime, Akey.
Okay,
Sorry.
but in general, what is a breakfast like for security when you're training?
You two guys. Yeah, what do you guys get?
I get like pancakes, 3 pancakes, egg whites, bacon, some juice.
Okay. You're
Sounds
on the
pretty
egg whites,
normal.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, egg
How
whites.
many egg whites?
About 3 or 4.
All right. You
Protein.
Don't want no yolks?
No yolks.
All right.
Blueberry pancakes or just pancakes?
Just pancakes, regular pancakes.
What about you, Slim?
I'm a yolk man.
Yolk.
Yeah, I like
Yolks
the yolk.
only?
No, I like it all.
Straight everything.
Say,
Like straight
dang.
from
I like
farm
it all,
fresh,
man.
man.
I like that bacon crispy.
Yeah. Why
Crispy,
can't people
Akey.
figure that out?
Crispy. And if I break down and my trainer lets me get a waffle, I like the whipped cream. Oh, man. And he looks at me and says, boy, you getting fat as fat.
What is it? What is it, like a cheat day? And that's
But
Sunday
I
for
like
you
I
guys?
like oatmeal sometimes, you know. It's water, oatmeal, raisins.
Yeah.
All right, well, good. At least
What
you're trying
about
to
you?
do
What do you guys
Me,
eat for
dude,
breakfast?
if I wake up enough, if I have enough time, wake up in time to have breakfast. It's been kind of. I was waking up at like 10 every morning, but we were out till like 2, just wandering around the city after having dinner. You know, you sit down in New York City and get dinner, you start drinking, then you start eating, and then
They
it
don't
takes
wake
a while.
up till 11:30
No,
out here.
it's crazy.
It gets
So,
crowded.
I did find a cool little place right on the corner of our hotel that has some pretty good breakfast wraps. That was pretty. Oh no, actually, I got the old egg and cheese on a roll, which is pretty solid here in New
Okay.
York. So did that
Yep.
and found a good coffee place. But just ready to get moving, man. Three days in New York City, getting ready for this show. This today it was overcast. It kind of rained a bit. But it was just a long day for me. We woke up at 4:15.
Oh my God.
Buses took off around
AM.
5:30 in the morning to get out here. We got here by 7, And I didn't go back to sleep on the bus because I feel worse when I do because I even
And I
more
can't
tired.
sleep at night because I think I'm gonna miss the bus.
Yeah. I went to bed after midnight, and you're just like,
Yep.
And then you're like, 4 hours.
Yep.
Gotta be up.
Yep.
Then you
4
wake up
hours,
again,
2
it'd be
hours,
1:30.
3 hours,
You're nervous,
yeah.
right?
Wake up again, it'd be 2:30.
I do the same thing.
Wake up again, 3:30.
and the alarm always works on my phone. I just feel like I'm not going to hear it, and you're going to miss the
Right.
bus. It just,
Oh yeah, and that's an expensive Uber.
Yeah, a guy did that a couple years ago.
Well, because in our tour, there's a policy where you'll get oil spotted, meaning if you are not on the bus when it's time, the buses roll. For the most part, departments will call a guy, hey man, the bus is getting ready to go, where are you? But you get oil spotted, and it's up to the crew person to pay out of their own pocket for the cab ride to get to the venue.
Yep.
And then
Right.
put up with
I think old
everybody
Vince
breaking
had a
on them.
long night, and I think his name was Vince.
Yeah, it was Vince.
He
was
missed
the
the
sound guy.
bus.
Yeah, here.
And what was it, a couple $100?
Yeah, to go from
Wow.
Remember that
downtown
sound guy?
out to here.
Yeah.
Nice guy. I think he just got after it, and
Yeah,
Mr. Bus.
well done it.
he did it. That was a heck of a sound check.
So how was the show tonight, guy? Like, how was your day? I mean, it was a good show, and listen,
Yeah.
Toronto was a good show too. It
Right.
rained a little bit, so it's a damper at the beginning, but they get going. But how was your day?
It was a good day. Great day. Slow.
Yeah,
Wet.
yeah.
Damp.
Usually, with this being a state park, there's a good tailgate, and they're partying all day long. But I feel like the weather.
The weather put a
Was that-
damper
yeah.
on it because when me and Hallie, sometimes we come and we'll ride out in the golf cart and they're already out there.
Yeah.
But with that rain,
Yep. Rain hurt it,
Yes.
and Tuesday.
But I will say this: for a Tuesday, I was out there around 10:15 to meet up with JD Spradlin. We did an interview for Radio Margaritaville to talk about this podcast actually. And when I was out there, a few people were telling me, they were lined up at like 4 a.m. on the
Yes.
side of the highway.
Oh, yes.
There was a section that was really good by 10 a.m. It looked like it looked like it was 2 p.m. I mean, they were grilling and they were drinking, and I'm thinking
yeah.
for a
full force.
for a Tuesday for this
It was
venue
good.
to open up that early, it was pretty good.
Yep.
But I think it was slower for people to get here today.
Oh, yeah.
And I know traffic's just so bad. Anyone leaving New York City coming out to here,
Oh my God.
Yeah, we brought the band in, and the traffic was so bad we had to go meet them at the they're getting ready to tear it down. They was telling me.
The helicopter?
No, not with Mooney and them.
Oh yeah.
Where you go through the toll booths up there, like where they shot The Godfather at, they're gonna tear it down. Well, we had to go meet Mooney and them there, and they actually brought him in the wrong way. They blocked the traffic so they can, cause coming in over the bridge, over the overpass, it was backed all the way up. It was crazy.
They came around
wait a
the-
minute, they shot part of The Godfather out there?
That movie where
Shot the
Sonny
guy.
comes in and they close it up and shoot Sonny at. You
That's
didn't know
out
that?
there? No.
Yeah, that's there.
You're kidding me.
Historical, brother. Historical. You need the well. They made.
Look at
it,
The
I don't know if
Godfather.
they're gonna tear it down here.
Can you do your best Godfather impersonation?
Wait, he's got to stuff this stuff in his drawer. Here, put that in your drawers, Allie, like
No, I ain't put that in my
Marlon
drawer.
Brando. It's clean. It's clean. Stick them in your drawer like a squirrel, and then
You
go
big
ahead
Godfather
and
fans?
do Marlon Brando tonight.
I don't know how to do
I've heard the Al Pacino from Scarface before, but no, I don't think I've heard the Godfather.
I don't know if I can do Godfather. Let me think.
How's your Spanish coming along?
Senor.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're sharp.
Wow.
Yeah, didn't you, on our break, you went to Mexico City,
Hola.
right?
¿Cómo está?
Did you go to Mexico City?
Yes, I went to Mexico City.
Okay, so you went to Mexico City before Toronto
Before Toronto for a
with
week.
one of the fighters you train.
Yes, sir.
So you're in Mexico City for a week. How was that?
It was okay, man. It was like Mexico City, man. Everybody speaking Spanish except for me.
Tacos, burritos.
Well, first of all, let's go with the altitude.
Oh, God. That's too.
I didn't realize how high it was up there.
It was high.
So what did you have to do to acclimate?
I didn't do it. One of my fighters had to sleep in a tent for a month.
What kind of tent?
It's a tent that elevates you. Every you go sleep in it and you turn it up like you sleeping in Mexico.
So
Is there like a switch that you go to you go
I-
Aruba, Mexico,
Yeah, you get a little bit at a time.
Colorado?
A little bit at a time. You go a little bit at a time.
Okay.
hey, turn that switch to Amsterdam.
He says sometimes he wake up, he have headache. because he had it up to
enough
a
yeah.
Not enough oxygen.
So
Yeah.
it limits
The
the
oxygen
oxygen.
level.
Let's go back to Mexico, buddy.
That
from
happened to me in
Amsterdam.
Breckenridge because that's one of the higher spots I think in Colorado.
Uh-huh.
Every morning I'd wake up. It
Nose
felt like the
dry,
worst.
lips
Yeah, I didn't
chapped.
drink.
Yeah.
I felt like the worst hangover.
Yes.
You got to drink a lot of water.
Yep. A lot
Skin
of
all
water.
cracking.
Yeah.
So
No
did you
stuff.
did you train with them a little bit
Yep.
leading up to the match?
Yep, I trained
you
for a
noticed
little
a big
bit.
difference in
A
the
big
oxygen?
difference.
Really?
My lungs opened up so bad one time.
Snake, was the Mexican food better
I had
than the
to-
Mexican food here?
The Mexican food. I didn't eat the Mexican food.
Oh, you didn't eat no.
No.
Cause I was scared I was gonna get the runs.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Do they?
You know?
Montez. So what'd you do?
We ate the American food there. They had like barbecue there. They had
Really?
spaghetti there.
Mexican spaghetti?
Yes.
What was it like?
It was pretty good. It was funny because you go to these restaurants and everybody's speaking Spanish, but the music is like American music.
Okay.
You like I'm saying, how can they understand what they saying on the music? But
And it's popular.
But someone said that's how they learn English.
Oh, makes sense.
They play it all day long.
Yeah, that's why I listen to Ricky Martin.
Ricky Martin.
Was there a problem was it communicating when you were there?
No, because we had a guy to go
Translator?
with us. Yes, translators to go where we went to.
Yeah.
They followed us. We went to the grocery store. They went to the grocery store with us.
Got you.
And he spoke Spanish
Took the
to him
caterer
for
guy
us.
over.
What was the strangest thing being in Mexico?
The strangest thing being in Mexico is keep your hands in your pockets so you don't get pickpocketed.
Really?
Even you? Like, really?
Man, they said they pickpocket everybody, man.
Huh.
Yeah, that was they telling us. They tell us like don't go anywhere by yourself. They said it was pretty dangerous there for some reason. It didn't seem dangerous, but they were telling us not to leave by yourself, go in bunches.
Look
They
for the
kept a guy with
Margaritaville
us the whole
International
time.
shorts
Really?
With the
Yeah.
zip pockets.
Was the
They
city
made
just packed with people?
Packed with people. They got the largest city in the world.
Really?
Yeah, 20 million people.
What?
Million people?
Yes.
What was the temperature like without elevation?
The temperature was like in the 70s. And it got pretty chilly at night, about 50, 40 degrees.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
But your fighter won.
I'll fight at one.
Oh, cool!
Right.
I hadn't had a chance to talk to you about
And
that.
what's his name? If anyone wants to look him up.
Jordan Rinaldi.
And tell them, Snake, what you
And-
told us, that the crowd, how they get into the
God.
atmosphere was the best you've ever been to.
You talking about a concert. This crowd gets into this fight. Worse
Really?
than a concert. I mean, it was like, how I walked out there, I snuck out there because they don't want nobody to go out there after you get through fighting. They don't want no fighters to go out there in the crowd. So I said, I'm going to sneak out there. So I snuck out there and I looking around. It was
How
like
do you sneak out anywhere?
I just get down
Especially
low.
in Mexico.
He uses laminate.
I get down low and just walk around, and I get up there, and it was like a disco. Like everybody was just jumping up and down. And then when they called my fired out, they boo.
Oh, they're booing your fighter.
Yeah.
Tell him what he came out on, Hallie.
And-
What does he play?
And then the other fighter come out, and it was like a rock star. I said, man, crowd is good. We were like, oh God, we know who they're going for.
Right, right.
And so soon my boy won in 2 minutes.
2 minutes?
2 minutes in the first round.
How do you win?
Submission hold.
Really? What'd he
Yeah.
do?
He did it called a Von Flu choke.
I've never even heard of that.
Yeah, it's a difficult choke to do.
Can you show us on Hakey?
No, we're not showing anybody right now. This is all audio. We don't need to show anything.
Yeah. Just knocked him out right there.
just saying,
Wake
no,
up.
Hey, can you just
Wake
draw
up,
a
man.
picture?
Yeah, it's like someone get you in the headlock. Someone get you in the headlock, right? And you take the guy on the ground. He keeps the headlock.
Okay.
So the guy kept the headlock on my guy. So he jumps to the other side.
Oh, so your guy is in his head's in the headlock.
Yes.
Oh, dang.
So he jumps to the opposite side of his body, while the guy's arm stuck in his head. He took his arm and go around this side to trap his arm so he can't pull out, and the other arm goes around his neck and he cap them together, and then he put the shoulder into his artery, and then he just pressure real tight
Into his neck, his
into
shoulder.
his neck. And you
What?
2 ways: you pass out or tap out.
And what do you do?
He
Sounds
tapped.
like my Saturday nights.
That's cool,
It's
man.
like we go out and party. We have that bus party. It's 2 ways: tap out or pass out.
That's right. That's right. Did the crowd boo? Were they mad?
No, they were quiet.
What music did he come out to?
He's a Christian guy, so he came out to a Christian song.
Okay.
Oh.
You know, it's a nice Christian song. It was slow.
It
What?
makes everybody's booing him the heck out of with a Christian.
Was it?
Yeah.
Michael rowed the boat ashore.
Hallelujah.
Oh man, I'm ready to fight now.
That song's gonna be available Thursday on iTunes.
Is that
On that too.
that is a Christian song, right?
Yeah,
I
it
don't-
is.
I'm not up on my
Yeah.
Christian songs. I mean, if you asked me to sing a Christian song, I'd just be like, yeah, you know, just hear those sleigh bells ring-a-ling, ding, ding, ding-a-ling, too.
But you think that New Yorkers drive crazy? Mexico drive crazier.
Ooh, really?
Oh man, I'm talking about, it's like
You see that setup and segue? He just killed it right there. Let's hear about it. What was it like with the Mexico drivers?
Mexico drivers like Mexico fighters. They kamikaze.
Wow, you just cross-cultured right there.
I'm talking about they are driving all over the
Mexico
place.
chauffeur is like a Japanese fighter pilot.
Yes.
So they just fly around?
Fly around, man, bumper to bumper. Car people pulling in front of you. You're like, oh god. And the guy said, oh, it's okay, man. We got it.
Oh, they're fine. They're used to
They're
it.
used to it and everything. So we had a police escort
Whoa.
to the fight.
Yeah.
Police escort. But you know, their police escort, they was on scooters.
They're on
We
scooters.
was laughing. I said, this ain't no police escort. I said, they didn't come to a Buffett show and see a real police escort.
Yeah, shout out to Mike Mooney who sets that up.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep. Mike Mooney does a good job doing that. So they were on
job.
scooters.
They on scooters.
Do you have a favorite thing about your trip to Mexico?
Let's see. Favorite thing were, we went to this, what was that, the town hall.
Yeah.
It was pretty.
Okay.
You know, it was pretty scenery, like something you see like in the Western days.
Oh yeah.
You know, the building wise.
Oh, like, what is it? Is it stucco or Adobe? Adobe.
Adobe.
Adobe, is that Adobe?
Yeah, probably Adobe. Like kind of looks like plaster.
Yeah. And it was nice. I looking, I said, oh man, it reminded me of the Western cowboy movies. You know?
You got a favorite cowboy movie?
Yeah. Ronnie Yates.
Which one?
You know Ronnie Yates?
Oh, you talking? Renegades mount up Young Guns.
No. That ain't no cowboy movie. That's a movie.
That's just what cowboy movie?
Yo, Ronnie Yates. You know who Ronnie Yates is. Rawhide.
Oh,
Oh, you too young for Rawhide.
Oh.
yeah, I'm like, I am old man. So is that a TV show?
Clint Eastwood.
But you know the song?
Clint Eastwood played Ronnie Yates in Rawhide.
So there is a movie Rawhide.
I think Slim might know the
Yeah,
theme
it's
song.
a show. It's a TV show that comes on every.
What?
Rawhide.
Oh, you know the
I
song.
heard something.
Giddy up, move 'em out, move 'em
Move out,
on,
move
get 'em
out.
up.
Move them up.
Blues Brothers.
Move them up. Bro.
Ride 'em in, cut 'em out. Oh God, we gotta stop singing. All right, so cool trip to Mexico then.
Yeah, it's great, man.
Didn't something go down this weekend or on a break? I thought we had some stuff to talk about. Some strange stuff went down. No? I'm really exhausted. I can't really think.
Have that beer.
No, I'm good.
I walked in your office and you had like 9 million passes, and I was like, "Holy!"
Oh,
Jesus.
today?
That was a big.
I'm
pre-show
normally
party.
my work for things like that is normally done by 1:30 on a good day. I didn't get done till almost 4 o'clock today, and it was just. I mean, we fool ourselves. Tuesday show, it'll be cool, not too
Right.
crazy. It's not a week, list is fine,
Weather
all
was
that stuff.
Great
But-
as far as
yeah.
temperature.
But Jones Beach is always a doozy. It just is. The way it's built, the logistics, the only way to get on a stage, the way the buses come around, like
Every
The way
piece
the
of
band
equipment
leaves
has
the
to.
stage.
Yeah. Every piece of equipment has to be individually lifted off with a forklift from a semi,
because there's no backstage
No.
loading dock because it's the ocean.
and then they drive it around each piece individually over to the stage and unload it.
It's just like going into a hole-to-wall club. One way in and one way out.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. And it's this narrow stairway,
Yeah.
like it just.
I usually get my road case by like 9:30. I didn't get it till about 11:40.
Man.
So we were like pressed for time getting stuff done today. It was a tough. How about? I mean, for you guys, was it okay? This building?
I mean,
It's tough with the logistics, I guess, right?
one thing about this building we like about it, because in the backstage area is water. Can't nobody sneak up behind you. unless they own a boat, a rowboat.
Right. No, that's true. What do you? Is there anything you like about this venue, Charleston?
It's a classic. Jimmy loves to play it, and you know how it is.
He's by the water.
They have the union, so we just deal with it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
they have their way of doing it, and we just adjust. But they were complying today. They did a good job. I got to give it to the guys.
But there used to
Lou
be a
and them.
moat here, right? There used to be like water in between the seats and the stage way back when. They filled it in with concrete so they'd be able to put all the chairs up to the stage. But if it floods or stuff, isn't there like a secret passageway you take? Well, it's not
You
really
don't wanna
secret,
go-
but
you don't-
there's a
God.
passageway to go underwater,
Yeah,
right?
it
To
is.
come up to the parking lot
We-
over by the
yeah.
buses.
We tried that route
it's a
one
tunnel.
time,
It's a tunnel.
and that's why we go out by the crowd.
Really?
Water's coming down. There's mold down
Mold
there.
down
It's like
there.
a crypt.
Is it like lit with torches? Like what's going on down there?
There's
It's
flashlights.
similar. It's almost like that, Hickey. It's very nasty.
And that's it.
And I know I'm a germaphobic going down there. We were all like, the water's just black, nasty.
I
Like
think
a
no.
crypt.
I would like a number
You
of
would
years
freak
ago. I
out
did
in
go
there.
down. They have
Yeah.
like some boards.
Oh yeah,
to
exactly.
To go over
And
the
you
puddle.
feel like
we
the-
went one
the-
time, and Jimmy's like, no, we're just coming by the crowd for that one.
Yeah.
I
It's
feel like
just
the concrete's gonna cave in and
Right.
Exactly.
Scary.
The water's just gonna come in on us,
Yeah.
and we're stuck in there
So
drowning.
you've only done that about one time because it takes them under the water. You guys, you come up by where the buses are
Yep,
parked and the cars
exactly.
are there. And,
And Jaws might get us down there.
oh, that's right. I took Hallie backstage by the water, and it kind of looked like
Jaws.
Jaws the movie
Yeah.
out there. It just kind of eerie looking out at that bay. He
Yeah.
kept talking about Jaws, and you know how he is about sharks.
Well,
Hey, he talking about sit on the dock and
what's
put
her
your
name
water,
that
put your
you-
feet in the water.
Snake, your lady that used to open up for us. What's her name? You remember she would take off and go swimming out there.
Oh, Marshall Chapman.
Marshall Chapman.
What?
Yes.
Marshall
She was a backup
Chapman
singer.
would jump. No,
No, she was
She had her own
she
band.
had a band.
she's
Oh.
the one who wrote "Hot Lady," "Smart Lady" with a short skirt.
That's right.
really.
Yeah.
She
Yes.
would go in the ocean and
Swim.
swim as far as you could see out
Yeah.
in that
Get
water,
outta
in
here.
that water,
Yes.
and swim all the way out, and then way out.
It
come
looks
back.
like chocolate milk.
I know, right?
And when she
I'm
come
convinced
back,
every time you flush a toilet behind that stage, it just shoots it out there.
Yeah.
it's,
no
it's,
doubt.
it's recycles right out.
I don't think that's the case, but you get here, it smells like low tide. That you know, it's just a. It's like a
Seagulls
great. Hey,
are
listen,
screaming.
hardworking
Seagulls. Oh my
people here.
God.
Seagulls
Great
are
place to
screaming.
see a
Great
show.
place to see a show.
But
Well, I think
to
what steals
put on
it-
one on, it's difficult.
You have all that beach out there right on the Atlantic. You know, that's just kind of reminds me of Savannah back in there. Got that mucky, muddy, brackish water.
Yeah, it's just a still kind
Yeah.
of bay. But the show went well. I mean,
Show was
you know,
great.
Jimmy
Jimmy
did a
was
few-
happy.
He was
Crowd
happy. A
was
few different
happy.
songs. I love the Bob Marley at the end. One
Oh, yeah.
love. That was
One
cool.
Love.
Consider
That's
what's
nice.
going
I
on
think
in
he
the
was
world
sending
right
a
now. That
message,
was cool.
after
It
what's
was
going
good.
on in Virginia
was really
and the
good.
world now.
Yeah.
It's just,
You know.
Yeah.
that's what we need, a little more one love.
I
That's
think
right.
I think they're just excited too because they were on a 3-day break as well.
The band.
Mhm.
They were.
That's a long time.
Listen, and again, 3 days for roadies is a long time to not do a show.
Right.
You know,
Long
you're-
time.
As long as I've been with Jimmy, we've never were off on a Saturday. Never.
It was strange how it worked out
This
with
was the
Toronto
first.
because it was on a Friday.
Yes.
And
Well, we asked the person that here, Lou, we said, hey, did y'all have something booked Saturday? He said, no, we had a show Sunday. Saturday was wide open.
yeah, but then we would have gone Friday, Saturday.
Friday, Saturday.
You
Yeah,
guys
that'd
want to
have
do
been
that?
Oh, yeah. And plus, coming from Toronto, that's a hell of that's
Yeah.
a
Yeah, if you get problems
Yeah.
at the border,
Yeah,
we
you
did
can't
not.
even get here early to load in,
No
and it's
problems at
already
the
a
border.
slow load in, so it's best to take that time off.
Yeah.
And we got another 3-day off in San Francisco in October.
Oh, in October, that's right.
Oh, what are you gonna do?
In San Fran, I don't know. I'll probably go drinking.
Will you?
Really? What? You've been laying off that. You're not doing that, are you? What are you going to do, right?
I drank in Mexico.
You do have a day off.
I drank in Mexico.
Did you drink in Mexico?
Hard.
Well, let's hear about it. Let's hear about
He
this.
probably was afraid to drink the water.
Did
No,
you? Yeah.
It was a kind of like a bet because the guys.
Well, I
that-
bet you to drink that LandShark.
I did drink some of it. You saw me drink
All
some of it. It was a bet because my fighters were like, okay, if I win, we're gonna party.
Oh, all right.
And I
Victory
said,
party.
If you win, we'll party. If you lose, I'm not partying. And so he won. So we started partying.
And for anyone who's seen Snake Party, I would have won that fight to
And,
see you party.
and
Yeah.
who was the last man standing?
Oh, did
boy.
you? So everybody was.
We ready to go back in the room and go to bed. And I was like, no. Y'all said we're going to party. We're going to party. And I made them stay up and party. And they were like, come on, man. I don't want to get on the plane. You're old hungover. I said, we're going to sleep all night. We're going to sleep on the plane.
You don't mess with Hallie on any
drinking?
bet.
What were you drinking?
We
Tequila?
started with some Jack and Coke,
Oh, okay.
some beers, some shot of tequila.
God
they
dang.
was walking around giving out free tequila.
What kind?
Who was walking around?
Some girls.
Was
girls.
it
I
Well,
don't
better be
know.
top
careful.
shelf or was it regular? You know what I mean? Low.
It tastes like top shelf. It tastes like
Okay.
Patron. Yeah, Patron.
Oh, for real?
It was Patron.
Oh yeah, plus it's for y'all fighters. So
And they was in the
people that
hotel like
Yeah.
this, and I'm like,
yeah, they with the whole UFC. So they
So you're drinking, wait, beer? You were Jack and Coke, beer,
Beer
and tequila.
and tequila.
My goodness, that's a recipe already.
that's a recipe.
Did you stick with that, or what happened after that?
Yeah, after that we just kept drinking some more tequila. I probably drank about 4 or 5 shots of tequila,
Okay,
about four or five of rum and cokes.
you put
I mean Jack and Coke,
Jack and Cokes, okay.
and some about 6 beers.
And then, so what time did you guys turn it in?
We turned in about 3, 4 o'clock that morning.
And you were the one who was
And,
trying to keep them out, and they were like, no more.
No, you're right. So when was that the other day? And you said something in Toronto, I think. Was Toronto?
What did we do in Toronto?
Something in Toronto. We was doing something. You said something about we was on a bus. You said something about bus party or something. I like no. Because I knew I was just coming back off that drinking.
Oh,
binge.
that's right. Yeah, well, we had an 8-hour bus ride from Toronto to New York to get here, but we were told sometimes you get to the border and it can take a little while, and we were thinking about it, but we ended up. I was just, I don't know, man. We had an extra day in Toronto to set up the production. We normally don't get a production day before the show, which means we build the whole stage and then the show's the next day. But you fly in. I don't know. Toronto's just kind of interesting. It reminded me a lot of Seattle. Really, just a lot going on. A lot of like Korean noodle houses, which was cool to see. The area we were.
Huge Chinatown.
Yeah.
The crowd in Toronto was so polite. I mean, I was like,
That's just it.
dude, I was like, excuse me, you can't come down and take a picture. Oh, I'm so sorry, sir. I didn't know. I was like, what? Let's get this guy some backstage passes and a lifetime laminate. What? They were so polite.
They were really
Seriously.
polite.
They were so polite.
That's
man,
what I
and
wanted to
respectful.
Yeah.
That's because they was high.
No, they weren't hot.
Well,
No, the Canadian, like,
You didn't smell that
no.
in the crowd?
Well, at a concert. I mean, I think I'm sure there were some probably people indulging at the concert.
But they were
did you
real
find just your stay in Toronto? Oh, what can I help you with?
Exactly.
You're like, well, I'll give you a list, I guess. I flew WestJet from Nashville to Toronto. I've never flown WestJet before, and it was a propeller plane.
Oh my God.
Okay, so I get on the plane, and I've never seen this before. You talk about polite. The pilot walks into the hallway of the plane, and he gets on the phone, and not that he really needed to use it, because everyone probably wouldn't. It's a small plane. They could have heard him from the front there, but he goes, "Hey, I just want to welcome everyone to WestJet. We take great pride in our airlines, and I want to say this is the last day of our 4-day flight traveling with this crew, and I gotta tell you, this crew has been amazing. We've worked really hard, and I can't even think of a better crew to be working with." I'm going, what is going on here right now? Here he is talking about his crew, and like a group meeting, and it was just how he was being so polite, just talking about his crew, and then talking to us about how they can help us. I'm thinking, wow, we're going to Canada. This is unbelievable.
But me and Snakes first, when we came in Canada, the customs person was nice. Go there. And then I told the lady, where do we go next? Wherever you want to go. Remember Snake?
What?
And I was like, excuse me. I was like, baby?
when we got the customs in Toronto. And,
So everything was
they
cool,
send
and
you to different,
Yeah.
go to the depot, go
Did
to
you
the
have
next
to get
one.
your eye scanned or your face
Yeah.
scanned?
And then I just wanted to say, go right there. And then I said, then we got to the other lane. And I said, excuse me, where do we go now? Next. And she said, wherever you want to go. And I looked at her. I was like, you ain't got to be so mean about it. Then everybody else was nice, though.
Well, maybe they got the meanness there just to make you feel
I
at
think
home.
she was at the end of her shift.
But I had a good time in Toronto, and it's
Great time,
different.
bro.
I mean, really cool town. We don't get there a lot, and it's I know we all speak English, but it's unique. Going into Canada is a little different. I didn't change any money, but I did notice the politeness of things. we I don't know.
The gyms do not take American money, but the restaurants do.
Oh, they do. Oh, really?
We
You
found
found
that
some?
out.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
And the people in the restaurant, we had great fun with them. So we talked.
Good food in that town.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we
Anything
discuss
you want.
politics, and it's just very, very funny. Humorous just listening to their whole opinion about America right now.
Well, now we're on to Philly, though, right? I feel bad.
Philly.
Like we've been jumping around here, everybody, just because it's late. Haven't had a lot of sleep, and now we've got just under 3 hours to Philadelphia once the trucks are loaded up. So, which means what? We get there around 3:30, 4 in the morning.
Yep.
And
Get
you
up.
gotta wake up, and you gotta just not forget anything on the buses because the buses are gonna leave. You get to your room, and you just want to get to your bed so you don't fully wake up, so you go right back to sleep. So this is kind of a, yeah.
And you don't sleep at all,
Right.
or you end up sleeping till like 10 or 11.
Yeah.
And
Oh, when you get back
you
to
lose
when you get
part
to the
of your
hotel
day,
room, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is me on these days. Tomorrow, I wake up, I forget to check my hotel room number because I forget where I am. I go get food. I come back to the hotel. I'm going, I forget my room number. I don't even know where it is.
It's easy.
Yeah.
Yep.
So anyway, forgive us if we've been all over the place. Toronto was fun. New York was fun, but I want to do some more shows. I want to get moving. You know,
Yeah,
sitting
get it
around for a while,
going.
you just
Yeah.
can't get in
Get
the show zone.
Big shout out for the Larsons because they could have just blew you parrot heads off, and Hakey said no. This after the show, it's late. You guys was first. He put you guys first and set everything up, and the show's going on, guys.
Well, you know, I gotta say, a great idea from Hallie because I said, hey, you know, let's record 2 podcasts tomorrow. We can do that. Hallie goes, why don't we just do it on the bus afterwards? I'm like, you know what, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
You know, this is us in our element, sitting on a bus, really tired.
I think we have to have a couple drinks next time.
I think
do.
we ought to do it every
Have
after
a
the
bus
show
party
every time.
live
After every time you do?
podcast.
Yeah, because
bus
your
party for
mind be
5
fresh.
hours.
Oh, hey, Hallie says our mind be fresh if we do it after the show from
Right.
now on, which is maybe we'll try that.
Yeah,
Hey,
because
you started having some drinks here before we hit record. I wish I had it going, but we were talking here. So I looked over there. I said, hey, we've got a bottle of bourbon
Lord, you got to take a picture of that
on
and
the-
post it up so they can
in the
see
sink of
what-
the
Yeah.
bus here.
Buffalo.
how hot it is.
And I go,
It's spicy. Yeah.
Lars goes, hey, let's all have some. And you said, what? Not if it's spicy.
I said, nah, it might be spicy.
And I said,
What?
What are you talking about, spicy? And you said there's a buffalo on it. And I was thinking,
Buffalo
oh,
Wild Wings,
I
spicy.
gotcha. So it's Buffalo Trace. It's not that spicy. It's not spicy. Maybe we'll have one after the Camden show.
At the Camden show?
Yeah, a little one.
Yeah.
We got a little bit
How
longer
do you
ride
want
to
your
Boston.
whiskey? On the rocks or
Yeah.
Chilled.
chilled?
So put it
Yeah.
on the rocks.
Put on rocks. Not no rocks, but you know, I want to
Chilled,
and
strained.
strained. You know.
All right, now we got to get a bartender and do all that stuff for us.
Jared.
We'll get Jared to
Lars
do it.
bartender.
Who's out pushing cases right now? Hey, we do have some fan questions for the Gypsies in the Palace edition for this podcast. So here we go. Ready for the fan questions? And these fan questions come from LandShark Lager. This podcast is brought to you by LandShark Lager. Okay, Let's Beach, and also Margaritaville Hotel Resort in Key West, Florida. So thanks for the sponsorship. Hope we get some free hotel rooms at some point this winter when we go to Key West. We got to do that, by the way. Anyway, thank you, sponsors. So, first question is from Steve Harris, our boy from Daytona. He asked, how does Hallie and Charleston feel about the beach balls flying around during the concert?
Good question.
You for them, against them? How do you deal with them? What's protocol?
It is like some shows we go to. It is like being in the middle of the field and flies is all over you, and you swatting it. You swatting flies, trying to get the flies off of you. That's what the beach balls feel like sometimes, especially when it goes towards Jimmy. And Jimmy is like ducking them and trying to sing, ducking them trying to sing.
It doesn't bother him, right? I mean, he has fun with
Yeah,
it.
fun with him.
When they knock them up in the air and just having an environment like it's a beach party is cool. But you get a couple of them that's trying to spike him and hit him. And then the big ones. Because if they hit that mic right and it hits your tooth.
Oh, and you're talking. I mean, these are
It can
big
chip-
beach
it
balls,
can
like,
chip a
like the
tooth.
diameter of a person,
Yeah,
and you
no.
see them slowly.
We actually go after those as quick as we can. But the regular size ones, where was that one place? Was it Detroit, Hallie, a couple of years ago? And It was so many beach balls. It was
God, it was all
heck,
over
it was
the place.
crazy. I think it was Detroit how it was set up. They were just coming, and even Jimmy just was like, "F it, let's just and just." But it's the real big ones can hit that mic and they can chip a tooth or something. So that's why if y'all see us, I know you give us some bad looks, but we don't want Jimmy up there with a cracked tooth.
No, because when the beach balls come down to the pit, the idea is like this. Okay, they're down here. Let's just leave them down here. Let's just keep the show going, which I think is cool. You know, it's like waves crashing, and then let's just settle down. Okay, it's about the show and not just crazy beach balls everywhere.
And usually the first 4 songs, 5 at the most, that's when everybody's so fired up and they spiking them. They bring them from the hospitality, and it's cool. And we like to see everybody jacked up, and then it settles down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some people think is they playing a video game or something.
Yeah.
See, can I hit him with the ball?
Jimmy hit it
I know. I saw that. We got that one video of Miranda Lambert up on the YouTube page, and someone hit and he like blocked it with a guitar, which is a sweet move.
That was a good one.
But you're like, I mean,
I do see some people like just trying to hit other people in rows. After a while, like, hey, come on, settle down. Just they're trying to enjoy the show.
Right.
Yeah. Like, I think you gotta. I know you're having a good time. You're partying. You had a couple drinks, and you're doing that. But at some point, something has to go through your head, and just ask yourself, would I do that if I was sober?
Right.
If I was walking down the street and I saw that guy, would I throw a beach ball at his head?
I try not to laugh when I see it, but I'll see someone like finally coming back from the beer line with like 2 beers,
I
like $20 beers,
knock it right in their face,
and it'll hit the beach ball hit like one of their hands, and the beer will just go flying, and they just go. You can just see them like, no! Just the amount of money they spent on that beer.
Especially with that big beach ball.
You got to watch it. And you can always tell some of the people where it's their first show or they haven't been to a lot of them. They don't know how to guard their drink.
No.
You must see it right there out in the stands. And you see them, they're partying, and all of a sudden their drink just goes flying because of a beach ball.
And what's funny is when you get a virgin at the show who's never been to a show, and then the beach ball hit them in the head, and they try to act like, I know this guy's back here not touching my hair and stuff. You know what I mean? It's funny.
Anyone that likes like the Shark Tank or something, come up with an idea for like a beach ball protective cup or something.
Protect the head.
Cup for your drink.
Yeah, something like,
when you said cup, I was thinking, well, beach ball.
Make some money. I want 2%.
Oh, you got it. Hey, next question comes from Margaritaville. Margaritaville actually sent us a tweet today. #GITP, Gypsies in the Palace. Margaritaville asked, what's your favorite snack on tour? What's your favorite snack on tour? I'm going to say after show drinks. That's my favorite snack. It really is. I don't get time to eat on show day, really.
I know.
Breakfast I do.
A little bit.
But like lunch you barely, and you're running around, you're not that hungry. Oftentimes at dinner you're flying around. I like a nice beverage after the show. That's my snack. I don't know about you guys. And I will say, anytime we do Chicago, Fleckenstein's Bakery.
Oh, yeah.
Fleckenstein's. You look them up.
Their cookies. Their cookies are the best.
Oh, yeah, and they make crazy
all the
donuts with all that stuff
they're like laser painted. It looks like an album cover on the cookies, but they got the brownies and my favorite donuts. The only time I eat donuts out of the year is on Chicago show day. Oh, yeah. And Fleckenstein's, they bring down, it looks like 100 dozen of just cookies, brownies.
Yeah, that's the best snack.
Yeah. That's my favorite snack. Hey, Brian's here.
Brian's here.
Driving the bus for us this leg of the tour.
You want a beer?
Good answer. Good answer. Hey, Hallie, your boy, Rash Guard, Matt Gibbons.
Hey, he was at, I don't forget what show was Detroit show.
Yeah, he was at Detroit show. He just wrote. He's got a question.
He didn't have no rash guard on that time. He had a regular shirt on. He walked down the front where I was at. He's talking about, hey, look at me.
Dude,
he went with, what's the theme? What's the album? Was it Riddles in the Sand?
Oh, yeah, he dressed up like Jimmy from Riddles of the Sand. The album cover, he had the yellow shirt, the blue jeans, the cowboy hat. Like, I've never seen Jimmy Buffett cosplay before, but damn, Matt Gibbons has got it down. Well, he writes in and he says, he goes, Lars, I think he's asking you and me. He goes, did you make it to the Townhouse Bar in Charlevoix? So after Wrigley Field, Lars, his wife, and I rented a car. We drove up north to Michigan, around the lake, past Grand Rapids, just north of Traverse City to Charlevoix, where we have relatives that live. And we used to go there as kids in the summer, and the lakes there are beautiful. We were there for like 3 days. We just had a short window. And we went to the Townhouse every night. And the Townhouse is like the last bar you go to. That's going to stay open late on Main Street.
And also, you don't order doubles there. They're just doubles anyway. And it's
Wait a
cash
second.
only.
What?
Yeah.
Double,
I didn't know that.
Double drink
Yeah,
shots?
it's like, well, it's just, double shot in the drink. You don't ask for it.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay, I wish someone would have told me that.
Yeah, I learned that the hard way.
But it
a
is
long time
cash
ago.
only.
No.
But we went to the Townhouse every night, and it's just the local bar where it's the last one that's open. They got a jukebox, right? And man, things got out of hand. But I think a lot of that had to do with the day drinking we did on the pontoon boat each day.
Yeah, I'll try to keep it real short. We got a bunch of beer. One on my cousin's pontoon boat. Went around the lake. I think I had maybe 6 beers. Went to dinner. Had dinner with my aunt and uncle. I had a beer and a margarita. We went across from the place.
No, we had 2 beers there.
Okay, so 2 beers and a margarita. And then we went across the lake to a buddy who just bought a little piece of property. He bought like maybe 5 acres of land, but there's like 12 feet of that land comes out to the water. Mm-hmm. So he has like just enough room to run a pontoon boat on shore.
Sure.
So he's showing us around his property. We have a couple more beers there. Drive back, have some more beer. Go back to my cousin's place on dry land and have another beer or two. And then I just remember, like, my quick story here. Sorry. The neighbor across the way was partying all day long, barbecuing. She came out, and she went to, like, the rival high school.
And mind you, it's like 9:30 p.m. now, and we're getting ready to go out downtown.
After all that.
Oh,
Yeah. But this is like me recapping my night to everybody the next morning. I said, man, it was so funny. Your neighbor came over. I remember she said she was from a rival town. And I started like dragging my foot in the ground and saying, don't cross this line. And she crossed that line and she's like getting in my face. I didn't even go to that school, the high school to even, to talk crap. Yeah, just winding
It
her
was
up.
razzing her because the town that's their rival is East Jordan. Okay, there's East Jordan, there's Charlevoix. And it's like, they're from East Jordan or they're from Charlevoix.
Yeah.
So she's from East Jordan. Lars is talking trash to someone from East Jordan, and he's not from Charlevoix, but anyway.
Yeah, and I go to everyone, I said, the last thing I remember from last night was dragging my foot in the ground and drawing a line in the sand and saying, don't you cross that line, And my cousin goes,
No, but you said, no, this is what Lars said, okay? He said, the last thing I remember before going to bed was talking smack with that girl. And it was fun, they were just, mouthing off to each other.
It
and
was
drawing the line out there on the sidewalk outside your house and then going to bed. And he goes,
my cousin goes, that was before we went out to the bar. You got another 6 hours unaccounted for.
So yeah, he didn't remember any of that.
But then it started coming back. I just remember like we had our cousin Christy. We had her up in the air.
We tried to reenact, and this is when I know that we were
beyond the limit.
Yeah, we tried to reenact the Dirty Dancing jump.
Oh my God!
Where Baby comes running and Patrick Swayze holds her up in the air.
Why you drunk?
Yeah, we kind of pulled it off.
That was the first when I opened my phone in the morning. The first thing that came on was like that picture was still there.
Oh yeah.
And it was my cousin in the air, Hakey holding her up in the air. And I was just like, oh my goodness, I gotta figure out what happened.
I woke up with a Charlie horse in my right ass cheek, and I couldn't figure out what happened. But I remembered I was doing like a dance off against somebody. Might have been cousin Christy. I don't know. I was doing a dance off. My legs got tangled, and I remember falling and doing like a somersault on the bar floor. And then like sitting there, but then like springing right back up like nothing happened. Like, oh yeah, I do this all the time.
We go to the Dairy Queen the next day. It used to be a Dairy Queen. I don't know what it's called right now.
Dairy
Joy,
Dairy something.
And the owner looks at us through the window and goes, "Hey, you guys were the ones dancing in the bar last night."
Oh my God!
I didn't remember that either.
So yes, we did make it to the townhouse.
That sounds like good times.
Yep.
Hey, I do remember seeing one more question. And the question was, who's the coolest celebrity we've met at a Jimmy Buffett show? You guys got one?
Yeah, I got one.
Who?
Harrison Ford.
What show? Do you remember when?
It was in New York. It was in New York, Madison Square Garden.
Really?
Yep.
What'd he say to you?
He said, "What's up, dude? How you doing?"
Did he?
And I said, "Hey, I'm Batman."
You didn't say any of that.
That beer's kicking in.
It is. I know. He's like, dude. He's
Well,
like,
I remember one time in New Orleans when we met Michael Keaton. When we were out partying that night, and Michael Keaton was, and I kept saying that I was drunk, and I kept saying, "Yo, I'm Batman."
You were saying that to him
the whole time.
What did he say?
He was just laughing because he was drunk too. So he was
That's
laughing.
pretty cool.
Yep. I mean, that was in New Orleans.
So Michael Keaton?
Yep, Michael Keaton.
That's cool.
How about you, Charleston?
John Goodman in New Orleans.
Oh, really?
That would have been
Oh,
one of
man.
my favorites.
Yeah, he was so drunk and sloppy. We about had to throw him out of the club.
Following orders
I
of
knew
the
I
goddess.
liked that
Yes.
Late 60 Minutes guy when him and Jimmy got together.
I was gonna
Ed
say the
Wallace.
that
coolest,
would've been
coolest
cool.
celebrity for me was Ed Bradley.
Ed
Coolest
Bradley.
celebrity for
Bradley,
me.
Wallace.
Ed Bradley.
Him and Jimmy were just like.
I'll never forget. It was like
brothers, man.
first time I saw Ed Bradley at a show.
So cool.
I was just like, hi, Mr. Bradley. Can I get you anything? You need a drink? He's in the production office. So what can I do for Mr. Bradley? Hey, Mr. Bradley. And he sits down. And he just kicks his legs out, and he just goes, Hakey, call me Ed. And he knew my name, and the fact he was just so smooth.
Mm-hmm.
So smooth and so
yes.
cool.
Yeah, he was smooth.
That's one of the hardest questions, Hickey, because we met
Tricky,
the
right?
Broncos quarterback when you remember?
Yep.
Oh man, it just goes on and on. It's just
You met Elway?
Elway. He was a big fan there. It's just it never stopped.
There's a lot. Listen, I'm sure we'll have stories as we keep doing this podcast of people, but
who's one that you? Oh yeah.
I just want to say, and just thinking of these shows and man, and Ed Bradley meant so
many,
much to Jimmy.
They were so.
And he was just cool. Anyone who's met Ed Bradley, I'm telling you, he was just always the coolest guy.
And Snake can tell you, I hug everybody. Ed Bradley never hugged us. He pulled away from Denny Snake. Ed Bradley came down that night. We were doing the La Colonial. When he brought Jimmy downstairs and told Jimmy he had cancer. Mm-hmm. And his wife, Patricia, he came back, hugged me and Hallie, and he said, I just want to say I love you guys. And she said, that's when he said, I got to go back and tell the guys goodbye. You remember that?
Yep.
Wow.
I remember that.
I get sad thinking about it, man.
Yeah, man.
He came back and he gave us a big hug, man. I was like, you all right? You know what I mean? I'm like, every time I hug, he said, dude, get off me. I'm old school. You know what I mean? But he came back, hugged me and Hallie, and Hallie said, dude, something ain't right, something wrong.
Yep.
And he brought Jimmy down from the party, and they stayed down there like an hour, and they were hugging, and I said, something's going on in there. And he told me he had cancer, and that's when he passed, But he was such a powerful, for the country. He interviewed too many people.
He was amazing at his job, and he was even a more amazing human being.
And he had that ear pierced.
Yeah, he did. No, and he looked good. Like he pulled it off.
He was cool and
he
pulled
was
it
so
off.
Cool. You're like, God.
In that John did in that environment.
Yeah.
He was accepted because he was so intellectual.
60 Minutes was pretty straight laced.
60 Minutes was the 2020. It was the foundation of all of these big media shows. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
News shows.
There isn't anything like him.
Nothing like him. He's a classic.
It's Ed Bradley.
Ed Bradley.
We've said it a couple times. Huey Lewis is.
Oh, he's
a
awesome.
cool dude.
Yeah, it's cool.
He's a pro.
You got to punch it in.
Huey Lewis is a pro. He'll talk to
He
anyone.
comes out
He'll
here.
say,
You would have
hey.
thought that he's been on our tour for 25 years.
Hey, he complimented me and Helen one time. He said, I saw you guys. I'm like, oh, Lord. How they thought, just by looking at us, how we going to run. You remember Snake? And Huey said, boy, y'all running like in the 70s and the 60s, baby. I like how it's just our vibe. Huey's like old beatnik. You know what I mean, Nakey? But he's definitely a laid-back, cool guy. His whole crew is.
He's been one of the most fun people in his band having out on the shows with us.
Best one that has played with us,
Yeah. Hey, Jared just walked on the bus.
Oh, the man. The man.
LandShark for you right there.
There's Jared.
I don't know if I trust that LandShark. I think I'll crack it.
Hey,
No, we
Jared,
just opened it
let me
up.
ask you the one question. Who's one of the best celebrities that you met since you've been working for Jimmy?
Well, you guys keep me pretty busy, so honestly, I don't get to meet most of the people that are running around.
Oh, Jared's plugging Jimmy. You hear him, boy.
He's a working man.
He's a working man.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, I know. He's got the Chiefs shirt on because they won a preseason game. That's
Oh,
awesome.
that's the only game they're going to win.
I think the only one I actually remember seeing that said hello was Don Johnson, and I don't even remember what show that was at.
Santa Barbara.
Santa Barbara.
Yep.
Yeah.
Don
I wanted to
Johnson.
meet Urban Meyer. That hasn't happened yet.
Oh, another nice guy.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
nice.
please. Oh, well.
I mean, he gets a
Florida State fan over here, not too
Yep,
happy.
yep,
Are you
yep,
a
yep.
Florida State fan?
Yes.
Prime
I'm
time?
not a Buckeyes fan. I'm
Yeah.
just an Ohio fan.
Oh,
Ohio.
Yeah.
that'll get you far.
I know, right?
I will say, I think my funniest celebrity moment was, oh God, we were at Jazz Fest, and Catherine Zeta-Jones was there. This had been 5, 6, maybe 8 years ago. She was there, and she was dressed like she was going to the Kentucky Derby. I mean, she looked amazing. And you see Catherine Zeta-Jones in the movies, you're like, wow, she's pretty.
I remember that.
And she showed up in person, and I was just like, whoa,
Yeah.
Catherine Zeta-Jones. So at one point during Jimmy's performance, I ran back into Jimmy's dressing room, and I had to get something. I don't know what. And inside there, Catherine Zeta-Jones was in his dressing room.
Wow.
And she's like, oh, I'm here with a friend. We're just using the restroom. Because there's not a lot of restrooms backstage there.
Right.
Oh, okay. And I'm just thinking, oh, my God, I'm in a trailer with Catherine Zeta-Jones. And she's, got this amazing, beautiful hat on, this beautiful dress. She's just dressed elegantly for the fairgrounds, right? For springtime. Just gorgeous. And I'm just standing there like, what do I do? And she goes, wow, there certainly seems to be a lot of people out there watching. And I was just like, yeah. And she goes, do you know how many people are out there watching Jimmy right now? And I'm just looking at her and I just go, a lot. And I just turn and walk out of the trailer, just keep walking.
I can't
and going,
believe I just told her.
oh, God,
My one
dang.
moment, I said a lot.
Oh, Catherine Zeta. Well, Catherine,
Hey.
if you listen to this, hey, sorry about that.
Snake, Tampa, the Ice Palace, David Wells,
Dave Wales.
the
was
pitcher.
Oh, the pitcher.
He pitched that no-hitter.
Drinking that
He was
dang,
down there and made us. Back then, we used to get like 3 bottles of Crown a show. David
You
Wells,
and Hallie.
me and Hallie, and David Wells drank every 3/5 of Crown and wasn't drunk.
And he was walking with it
Walking
in
and
his
saying,
hand,
"Yo,
and holding his hand like this.
Brothers, give me another one. Y'all ain't got no more." We said, "Dave, it was 3 of them." And my lion snake,
Yeah.
3/5.
He drank all your Crown?
He drank 3/5 of Crown and was walking in the show like he ain't even fell or nothing.
Did you
That's
s-
when he pitched that no-hitter.
Dang.
Wait, he pitched at some point during that year. You're not
Yeah,
saying
right,
like,
right.
okay.
Not that, yeah. And then he
Right.
came to the show and he was hanging and they said, "You got anything to drink?" And, we said, "Well, we got 3 bottles, so we give him 1." No, you don't never let
Did
David.
you see him after the show?
But don't never let him know when you got any
I
Crown.
don't know if he made it or not.
Yeah.
Hope he did.
I know, right?
Okay, the bus just got fired up. Jared's eating his after show food. You're gonna go shower, Jared, before we get rolling?
Good.
You,
Shower.
oh, you're showered already. All right.
if you-
so
if
we
you
better-
hear this
we gotta clean up
buzz-
these courts. Poor Brian's walking
Brian's
around trying
gonna
to
be.
get the bus
We
ready
have
to
a
roll.
slide on the bus.
Yeah, we gotta
Hey,
shut. We gotta shut
Talk
this.
about Brian's stuff right quick.
Well, no, it's a really nice bus. We got to slide out. He's got to slide it in.
Yeah.
Let's get ready. I gotta try to go to sleep for 2 hours. So,
right.
all right.
And wake up.
And then wake up and go to my hotel room. So here we go. All right, everybody, fins up. You've been listening to the Gypsies in the Palace edition of the Margaritaville Podcast.
me.
We're leaving Jones Beach on our way to Philly.
Philly, Camden.
Philly.
Camden.
Philly.
Here we go. All right,
The
guys.
hardest
Later.
working
Philly.
man in show business, Jared. You got a closing word on us?
See you in Philly.
Philly cheesesteak.
All right, fins up.
We ain't got no money.